The Bunnies' Halloween Adventure. The air in the burrow grew crisp and cool, a sure sign that Halloween was near. Mama Meadow gathered her 3 little bunnies, Pip, Clover, and Thistle, to help them decide on their costumes. "I want to be a superhero," announced Pip, puffing out his chest. "And I want to be a sparkly princess," said Clover, twirling in a circle. Little Thistle, the smallest of the 3, waddled over to Mama Meadow. He didn't say a word, but he pointed a tiny paw at a picture of a round, orange pumpkin. Mama Meadow smiled and nodded. "A perfect choice, my little pumpkin," she said, sketching out the design for his costume. While Mama Meadow worked her magic with needles and thread, Papa Aspen was busy outside. He hung spooky but friendly ghost decorations from the trees and placed glowing jack-o'-lanterns on the porch steps. The children watched from the window, their noses pressed against the glass, their eyes wide with excitement. Soon, the costumes were ready. Pip zipped around the living room in a bright blue superhero costume with a fluttering red cape. Clover danced gracefully in a shimmering pink princess gown, and Thistle, in his round pumpkin costume, waddled and giggled, looking like the sweetest little gourd in the world. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, the family was ready. Papa Aspen had the trick-or-treat baskets ready to go. They stepped outside just as other families, dressed in all sorts of costumes, began to appear on the street. The bunnies hopped down the sidewalk, their baskets swinging. They passed by houses with glowing lights and spooky sounds. Pip, Clover, and Thistle pointed out all the different costumes they saw, from witches to wizards and everything in between. The bunnies approached a house with a glowing pumpkin on the porch. They took a deep breath, went up to the door, and said in unison, "Trick or treat!" The door opened, and a kind, friendly bunny with a big smile looked out at them. "Oh my," said the friendly bunny. "What wonderful costumes you have. A brave superhero, a beautiful princess, and the cutest little pumpkin I've ever seen." The kind bunny dropped a handful of treats into each of their baskets. "Thank you," the children squeaked, hopping back to their parents. After a fun night of trick-or-treating, the family returned home. The children immediately dumped their candy stashes onto the floor. They laughed and giggled, hopping around their pile of treats. It was the best Halloween haul they had ever seen. "What a wonderful night," said Mama Meadow, as she helped the children put away their candy. "We had so much fun," added Papa Aspen. Each bunny was allowed to have 1 or 2 pieces of candy before bed. "This was the best adventure ever," said Pip. Mama Meadow and Papa Aspen tucked their little bunnies into bed. "We love you so much," they whispered, giving each one a kiss on the forehead. "We love you too," the children said, their voices already sleepy. They snuggled into their blankets, their minds filled with happy memories. Soon, the whole burrow was quiet. As the bunnies drifted off to sleep, they all dreamed of the sweet treats and the wonderful memories they had made together. And as they dreamed, a big, happy smile spread across each of their faces.